want to talk about how Democratic Party, the DCCC, the DNC is supposed to be fair and not biased towards any candidate and all that. But it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. They didn't learn nothing in 2016. Now, I don't have anything in front of me with hard proof, evidence to say otherwise. But to say that the DNC learned to do something different, learn to be fair-handed, learn that democracy is supposed to be by the many, not the few. That's all fucked up. Okay? No, that ain't right. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is still a congressperson because of voting fraud, just kicking Tim Canova's votes off their voting rolls, is not counting some, all that bullshit. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy to think that the DNC, the DCCC, and Democratic Party leadership, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, are supposed to be this fair-handed, good people and all that. Man, they're no good. They're garbage. They're no good. They're not going to be fair to anyone. They want the status quo. They'd rather lose to Donald Trump than have Bernie Sanders or Tulsi Gabbard be president. Or even Elizabeth Warren, because Elizabeth Warren would have some decent Wall Street policies and a better tax code, at the bare minimum. This is why Bernie Sanders is right when he says we need new, fresh blood in politics. Because even him, he's been there for a long time, and he gets shit wrong, You are a creature of your environment. And Bernie's been in D.C., in politics since the early 1980s. He's been there. He's been part of politics at a state or national level for a very, very long time. And I'm not sitting here giving excuses for him. I'm just saying this is why. We need new, fresh blood. That's why, Tulsi Gabbard is on point on a lot of stuff. I really think, hypothetically, like I said before, in the, cartoon type of way, if Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie Sanders could become one person, it'd be perfect, because you would have the long history of being right on the vast majority of issues. And then you would have the veteran experience of being deployed twice, and you would have the military and the civil and just being right and duty and honor. You just have all this good, just a mix of a great person. And that's why Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie Sanders, hopefully at the end of the day, fight, push each other, fight, because that's the only way shit gets better in a democracy, is you have to make each other better. You gotta check yourself. You gotta support each other when you're right. You can pass bills when you're right. But overall, man, I don't trust this. I don't trust the system at all. You got fucking 23, 24 different Democratic candidates running to be the next, people don't know how to drive. Next, I'm tired. Next Democratic candidate to be president, to possibly beat Trump. Now you put in Joe Biden. Man, Joe Biden ain't shit. Joe Biden ain't shit. He's not shit at all. I don't know what anyone thinks what Joe Biden's gonna do. I already was driving home from work. And I'm sorry about the lane. I'm just super tired. Kids. And I was driving home from work last week, and I saw a card had Biden 2020. And I looked in, and it was a middle-aged woman. Probably in her 50s. She fell in line of the older Democratic, just vote down the line. Because Joe Biden, if you're talking about just flowery, moral, right words, sure. Now, if you catch him on a meeting, you catch him on a small event, you catch him on a private event, and somehow you got that recorded, you're going to have a public position and you're going to have a private position. I guarantee it. He's Hillary Clinton 2.0. He ain't doing nothing to break up the big banks, to re-regulate Wall Street, to end these wars, to get these troops home, to make sure trade is a necessity, but good and profitable for the people and the corporations. That can be true. A reasonable and fair economic relationship with the workers and the owner class is very reasonable and the right thing to do within our system we are living in. If it's all about profit, okay, then you know what? The workers are part of the making sure that profit, surplus labor, getting paid, let's say $17 an hour, but they're actually producing $30 in production an hour. So that $13 more dollars an hour goes straight to surplus. It goes to the owner to pay bills and all that. But everyone's averaging $13 more an hour in surplus. A lot of workers average more than that. So it's most definitely, Joe Biden ain't gonna do shit to help America. He ain't gonna do shit. Anyone thinks that Joe Biden is gonna, he has a good chance he'll lose to Donald Trump. That Rust Belt you got Trump voters ain't gonna vote for Biden, and then you got Hillary Clinton voters that are just saying fuck it. I need someone. Some of them might not vote for him. Bernie supporters aren't all gonna vote for him. Tulsi supporters aren't all gonna vote for him. Like, Biden doesn't have shit locked down. If you break it down by candidate to candidate, Republicans, like diehard Trump base, ain't gonna leave him. Bernie supporters, most of them aren't gonna vote for Biden. Tulsi, supporters ain't gonna vote for him. Like, where is Biden's base? That's why that polling data is skewed for 50 plus, like this older. This is a Democratic candidate. We just vote Democratic. The establishment keeps on going. We do the best we can, and nothing really gets better at all, ever. You just continuously to get worse in the last 40 years. I mean, go look up Dr. Richard Wolff about economics in the last 40 years and greed and corruption and inequality. The last 40 years is fucking embarrassing to be like, oh, America is great and all that. We got many good things here, but we should be light years ahead of where we are right now. Infrastructure is crumbling and all that. Joe Biden ain't gonna do shit. He's still gonna pretty much not pretty much. He's still gonna let Wall Street and the big banks and big pharma and the private health insurance and the military industrialized complex just run the show. Just fucking run it. Don't give a fuck. So, establishment has their few candidates they want. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, Beto O'Rourke, Pete Buttigieg, whatever. It's either Tulsi or Bernie or Tulsi. However you want it, I really don't care. I don't care as long as either one wins the nomination. And then I agree with Kyle Klinsky. Yeah, the primary is going to be the struggle of a fucking lifetime for Tulsi and Bernie. Because there's going to be so much smears, there's going to be so much attacks and fucking just horrible attacks and horrible smears, but it's just going to be continuously. So, I was always saying, if you lie enough all the time, but you're eventually going to believe a lie. you know? So people that aren't really into politics, you're going to see all these smears, all these articles, MSNBC, all these outlets is continuously attacking these two, and a lesser level, but still Elizabeth Warren too. Elizabeth Warren ain't no damn progressive, okay? Like I said, she has some decent policies on some shit, but she ain't progressive. The fuck out of here. Tulsi and Bernie are the only two progressives in the race, and that's, nothing's ever perfect. So if you like Tulsi, donate, retweet, try to help her campaign if you have any time. If you have more time, get out there and help. Bernie, same thing. Donate, retweet, fucking support and defend them when shit's, it's just dumb shit. But also critique Tulsi and Bernie when you don't agree, and they're like, hey, because you can't just be loyal to a person and be blind to their flaws. We're trying to make you better. We're trying to make you a stronger candidate to make America, to take a saying from Trump, make America great. And again, a great first time ever, So we need to actually prop him up, but also like, yo, check him when we need to check him, because I'm not a Republican. I'm not a cult of personality. I'm not going to go around just saying, hey, what's up? Like, Bernie's great no matter what. Tulsi's great no matter what. They're flawed. No one's perfect. We're flawed by definition by being human. So when you're running, you're going to come through a lot of stuff. You're going to learn, you're going to progress, you're going to open up your eyes around the country, certain circumstances, and all that. But coming back to why I'm really talking about this right now is because the DNC, the DCCC, the Democratic Party leadership is not fair and even-handed. They got their people they want to win. And they're going to fight like hell. They're going to do election rigging. They're going to close poll times. They're going to change poll times and pro-Bernie Tulsi areas in different states and districts and whatever in the primary. Okay, it's the same thing that happened to Bernie against Hillary in New York State. Bernie and pro-Bernie districts, the prime, it was in like working and poor areas, right? Rural area. Hillary won the richer middle class, kind of a disestablishment. Oh, well, Bernie's this crazy lefty, healthcare for everyone. Ooh, that's weird. And the rest of the vast majority of the rest of Americans were like, time out, what? So, yeah, I get it, Hillary won more votes, but you got to remember, back in 2015 and 16, especially 15, Bernie had like 13 people that knew about him. Hillary, her last name is Clinton. She's a fucking Democratic powerhouse, Bill and Hillary, they've been running fucking politics for 30 years, 40 years, no, 30, late 80s, Arkansas and shit like that. Like, the fuck out of here. They're two of the most corrupt piece of shit people y'all ever fucking meet. But yeah. Don't believe the DNC, Tom Perez, and then they hired the number 2 guy that's a Deborah Washington Schultz and Hillary Clinton main fundraiser dude and all that. And he said the worst. He said back in the last election, quote, Bernie Sanders would be horrible for America. I think that was the quote. Like, horrible for capitalist, fucking greedy, corrupt, for-profit, don't give a fuck people that just give a fuck about buying another yacht, buying another mansion, buying another fucking, $250,000 car. We're out here just like, oh, we got a car, we got a place for renting, or we're trying to buy, maybe, probably not if you're a millennial. And then, yeah, that's it. Like, sure, you can try to buy a house, but, how many millennials are out there buying houses? I got millennial coworkers of mine. They live in a home. They're 30, 31, 32, 33. And like they want to because they fucking have to. Out there working full time. Got a kid, kids, or just out there working full time, doing side gigs. There's just not enough money. Everything is so heavy for profit on everything, and everything keeps on going up in cost that you don't even have time to catch your breath. The DNC, the DCCC, the Democratic Party is not on your side. If you're average Joe, anyone in America, those people aren't on your side. Those institutions aren't on your side. They're going to fuck you over. They're going to lie to you. They're going to gaslight you. They're going to smear you when you attack them. And then they're going to say, vote for me. What's wrong with you? Unify with us as we keep on chugging along the status quo and America keeps on crumbling. So vote who in the fuck you want to vote for. But just know, Biden ain't going to change shit. Just because he don't have mean tweets and he talks a lot better than Trump. He comes across actually fucking educated. Fuck out of here. Okay? You've had crazy people, it's a kind of extreme. Actually, kind of, not really. The United States foreign policy, it's just a terrorist organization, a government, and all that. We've had really, really smart people in the past. Hitler and other just horrible people that have killed a lot of people. They took advantage of the situation, whatever situation it was in, and boom, did horrible shit. Every single modern president is a horrible president because they didn't do shit. The 60s, and even actually Nixon was the one that created the EPA. But he was the last New Deal president, believe it or not. Believe it or not, the last one. So the last over about 40 years now, we've had just a corporate takeover our lives, our economic mobility, our political strategy. It's not red versus blue. It's the haves versus the have-nots. It's the few that have so much economic and political power versus the rest of us living paycheck to paycheck and barely getting the fuck by. Vote Tulsi, Bernie. Pick one. Go with it.